Sexual compatibility, the impact it has on modern relationship. Some people actually believe that sexual compatibility is overrated, while others believe it to be crucial to its relationship. How does this impact the nature and sustainability of the relationship? Sex is a well-known essential component of a relationship, but does it really impact the partnership between partners? Stay tuned as we go deep on this. Welcome to Relish Live TV. Today's video, we will be looking at sexual compatibility and the impact it has on the modern relationship. Although sex compatibility often holds a relationship together, it all relies on how one defines this relationship. Thus, it is challenging to provide a clear response to this topic. Some couples just need to go to bed once a week, while others require it more frequently. It's crucial that this agreement meets the needs of both parties. What if the couple are sexually incompatible? If roughly sexual comparable requirements changes over time, there is typically a problem in the connection. Therefore, we lose faith in our spouses when we do not feel comfortable with them. Of course, there are many reasons or factors that contribute to this, such as the birth of a kid, relationship issues, or monotony. The spouse is then placed aside as the woman places a heavy emphasis on meeting his requirements. In such circumstances, it is not just about having sex, but also about being next to someone who is gentle, touchy, and massaging you. The main issue is not that sex is momentarily disappearing, or rather that no one is talking about it. Research and experience indicate that the most challenging thing is being aggressive in the bedroom. This means telling your spouse out loud things like, I don't entirely accept that. You made me feel terrible about it, etc. People are embarrassed to discuss these topics because they are frightened of offending the opposite side. But remaining silent does not imply that the issue has been resolved. Additionally, the situation gets worse and the spouse is baffled as to why the loved one's conduct abruptly altered. Additional arguments, disappointments, and dissatisfaction results from this. As a result, we cannot avoid discussing how we feel or why a certain behavior of our spouse doesn't work for us. Is sexual compatibility overrated? I would rather suggest that declaring your affection at every turn is unnecessary. Such admissions will be useless if we don't change our conduct or try to comprehend our spouse. We frequently get the impression that since we have been together for more than a decade, we already know everything about one another and nothing will come as a surprise. Relationships like this won't endure for very long because we are developing and our sexual demands are changing. So we need to talk about them. It would be much worse if we pretended that everything was okay when it wasn't. The foundation of a relationship and sexual activity is effective communication. Breaking patterns and acceptable boundaries, of course, with approval from both parties. After a while, couples become accustomed to one another and become expert at making the spouse climax. Additionally, they employ a behavioral repertoire that has been demonstrated. Routine enters the bedroom, which is bad for sex. So let's try if we want to avoid it and try something fresh. Such novelty can include moving from one area to another, such as from the bedroom to the heart of nature, as well as altering positions, attire, and role playing. Then we encounter a partner in an entirely new circumstance, which might be exhilarating. So all I'm saying is, simply because the relationship depends on sexual compatibility greatly, it is equally vital for someone in their 30s and for someone in their 60s. Many couples forget that in addition to being partners and parents, they are also in a romantic relationship. The function of lovers is undervalued over a lengthy period of time, but it is because of her that we feel cherished, valued, significant, and included. Keep in mind that we strengthen our relationship in bed. Also have it in mind that the intense phase of love is brief. Next comes the commitment phase, which is far more crucial than the impassioned phase. But I want to make it very clear that being sexually active is not the only aspect of being sexual. It includes kissing, caressing, stroking your hands and feet, cuddling, and all of the above. I believe this is an indication that the relationship is not working out if two people are not displaying interest in one another in these ways. Even if they give up snuggling on the sofa while watching TV. Separate bedrooms are a clue as well. This may work well for some partners despite having separate bedrooms. Sexual compatibility flourishes in couples because they have different dynamics and methods of being together. However, it's possible that people are connected by habits, a shared piece of property, children, or any number of other factors rather than necessarily being intimately intimate. It's acceptable if they both like it. However, there is a dilemma if one partner shies away from sex while the other feels the need to engage in it. Many couples claim that everything is well between them except that sex doesn't work. It is said that the demands of men and women are very different. Men and women have more connections than differences. Men say that sentiment and commitment are important to them more and more frequently. They feel valued and welcome because of the intimacy of their sexual encounters with women. Women experience the same problem as males. No doubt, the person who forbids sex holds the upper hand in the relationship and controls his partner's sexual and emotional demands, leaving him feeling resentful and unfulfilled. Both men and women frequently manipulate one another via sexuality. Is sexual compatibility a common cause of breakups? It's not like couples split up because the sex doesn't work. Usually, there is more to it than that. We are less and less able to form deep connections, which means that we are less able to disclose ourselves to others. I don't mean by exposing ourselves, by taking off our clothes and going to bed, but by revealing the most vulnerable aspects of ourselves, where we bury our anxieties and complexes, such as the dread of rejection. It is simpler to have casual connections with several women or men than it is to create anything more substantial, because loving someone is a responsibility. Fear of intimacy, commitment, and belonging is also a dread of duties. If you love this video and you find it relatable, please let us know in the comments. Don't forget to give us a like and share these videos to your loved ones. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on your post notification so that you can be notified when we have a new video up here. See you next time. Bye.